Hello everyone. In this video I'd just like to tell you a little bit about my teaching philosophy, particularly when it comes to online courses. I think online teaching is harder than face-to-face teaching for some obvious reasons. You're not here in front of me. I can't quite know what it is you're not understanding sometimes. So one of my best tips to do well in an online course, and the best way I can teach you, is if you participate in our discussion forum. So we're using Piazza this semester. It's a great discussion forum. Probably I think it's the best out there. And we're going to have discussion boards assignment, which I really encourage you to do. They're graded, so I think that should be an incentive right there. But also just ask random questions. Sometimes the material, to learn the material in this course, we have a textbook, we have my course notes. They're not the same. My notes are not just a summary of the textbook, so these are two independent sources of content that you need to read, and I have some videos also with my course notes. And then we have the homework, and I think some of the learning will happen in the homework. I don't give all the answers necessarily before you do the homework. You get 2 tries in the homeworks, then you get a hint. And I really hope that sometimes you will just ask questions. It's normal to be confused. It's good usually to be confused. It's the first step in learning. If it's all clear and concise and easily understandable from the very beginning, then really there's no learning. So you should be confused, and that's okay. And just ask questions. And physics, I know some of you may think it's scary. It's really not that hard. Everybody can do well in this course. I've been teaching it for many years. People do well, and everyone succeeds if they put the work. And also, if people enjoy it in general. I'm pretty proud this course has, been very popular. So, but I really think one of the most important things to make a course work is to use Piazza. In the summer, we have a lower number of students, so getting a discussion going may be even harder sometimes. And I really hope you'll just step up and discuss. I'm really looking forward to all these discussions. And so the other thing I already mentioned a little bit is that I want to say something about the textbook. The textbook is great in many ways, but it's not. I haven't found a textbook that I really think is the best for this type of course. So I'm kind of writing my own notes as I go along, and they're starting to be more and more developed. But at the moment, there's notes, there's my notes, and there's textbooks, and they're not necessarily the same. Sometimes I do repeat what's in the textbook. But really, my notes are just a supplement to the textbook, and you should read the textbook, the pages I tell you to read, and we're not going it in order. Again, sorry about that. Just I think there's a better presentation that can be done. So we're going to do it in a different order than the textbook. Then my course notes are a supplement that you need to study as well. It's just kind of both of them are important. All right. So I hope you enjoy the class. It requires work like any other class, but I think it's fun. It's meant to be conceptual. There's going to be a little bit of math, but at a pretty simple level. And if you have any trouble with the math, don't hesitate to ask questions on Piazza or to me. Oh, and one thing I forgot to say is on Piazza, not only should you ask questions, but I really strongly encourage you to try to answer other people's questions. Sometimes I will deliberately slow myself down from answering. I'm always there on Piazza and I see your questions right away, but I will not answer them right away because I want other students to be able to chime in. And you can chime in by either answering the question in a nice way. Don't just give straight answer, actually give some explanation. That's one way, of course. You can also just give partial answers, like I'm not sure about this, but I think you could look at this up there, or blah blah blah. And also you can just ask other questions. So answering other people's questions, explaining to someone is a really good way to learn. So I really recommend that to everyone. All right, so then I just want to say, yes, this is I think a fun course. The goal I have is for you to get a grasp of modern physics as we understand it. There's no approximation in this course. I'm not giving you physics of Newton or Galileo, which is great, but not. We know better now a little bit. So I'm giving you the physics as we know it, and but we stay at the conceptual level, but it's the world, the laws of nature as we know them. And I hope that by the end of the course you get just a better appreciation for how the world, how nature works. It really changes the way you look at things, in my opinion, when you have a deeper understanding of what's going on behind the scene, what's really happening, and all these simple, beautiful laws of physics govern everything that you see. So I hope you enjoy, and welcome to the course.